everyone. Welcome back to Trinity Nail Studio. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving if you're in the U.S. And today I'm going to be starting on holiday sets. And this set today is a Hanukkah set because I don't see a whole lot of those. And actually Hanukkah starts December 10th this year, so it's first. I'm going to be using blue, white, and silver are going to be the colors for this set. This blue is Calm Water from Files by Les. And on the ring finger, I'm going to use, I think it's Fairy Wings by D&D. I'll put the links in all the description for what I'm using in the description box. So I've done, I think I did 2 coats of that Calm Water from Files by Les on the middle finger. I chose to do the Menorah on the middle finger because it was the widest. I'm going to use a little bit of white gel paint to just dab on a little bit of the white there just to make it look like, because the candles are going to be, lit, so just to make it look a little glowing, I guess. It's a really subtle difference when I'm done, but I liked it. I think it was worth it. It only took a second, but this is a step I could have easily skipped, I guess. I went ahead and cured that and then matte top coated it because I find it easier to paint with. And then I'm using a silver gel paint from Young Nails. It's one of their mission controls, but I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me. Again, I'll put it in the description box. I'm going to start in the middle. As soon as I started this, I realized, wow, menorahs are wide and nails aren't, but I did my best. And I'm going to mark out on each side where the top of the candle holders are going to be, just to make sure they're evenly spaced and I can fit them all on the nail. There's not a whole lot else to say here other than I'm just taking, curving each one and then mirroring it on the other side real carefully. So thanks very much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome. I really appreciate you guys choosing this video and choosing to watch. So I'm not worried too much about making the lines like super opaque right now. I'm just trying to get the shape of them. And sometimes I find it's easier to use the back of my brush to kind of scrape away at paint I don't like, rather than trying to use a cleanup brush, which can sometimes smear it, or just the tip is just way too big. So you can barely tell I don't even think you can tell the difference from this angle. I could, or at least I thought I could at the time. And I apologize for my voice. It is really early in the morning and it is very, gravelly. And allergies are lovely. I left this in real time, and I'm not entirely sure, but I think going forward, I'm going to leave the hand painting, at least the bulk of it, in real time, because I don't know about you, but I get frustrated when I watch nail videos and things look so easy and so effortless. And I think it's because they're sped up. I notice when I make a video and speed something up, it looks like I'm really awesome and really know what I'm doing and just very, very confident and decisive in my strokes and stuff. And that's really not the way it is at all. Sometimes it's painfully slow. And I mean, let me know in the comments below if you appreciate seeing it in real time, so that you don't have this idea that, oh, everybody, all these nail techs out there can just whip out these designs without shaking, without pausing, without, messing up or whatever. Let me know. Let me know if it's painful for you to watch or if you appreciate watching it. Don't worry, this is the only nail I've left in real time. But of course, this is the one that took the longest. Again, I'm just scraping away a little bit of the extra. Trying to get the curves right so that it looks right within the confines of the nail, because I was really stretching the width of this nail to its limit there to try to get the widest candle holders in there. Just putting a little base on it. And I apologize if this is not, I think it's a decent rendition of a menorah. If it's not, if I'm missing something, some crucial detail or something, please forgive me. If you are Jewish, I'm not. But I wanted to do something for this holiday because I feel like it gets overlooked a lot, especially in nail art. So I'm going to go through and go back over the lines. Now that I have my lines, now I want to make sure they can be seen better. So I'm just going to trace over each one of them. This part I probably could have sped up. But it was a lot easier to fix the shape of the lines when I was just going in kind of lightly. And now I am more confident. Now I was just tracing. In hindsight, I probably would have used a solid silver or metallic looking gel paint for this. I don't know. I always go to glitter first because that's just how I am. But I don't know. I wonder if it would have looked. I wonder if it would have looked better with a solid metallic color. Now I'm going through and making sure that the top of each candle holder part, I don't know if that has if it has a name. It probably does, and I just am ignorant of it. I just want to make sure they're all in a straight line across the top. Except for the middle one. I think the middle one comes up higher. Now what are you doing, Sarah? Oh, cleaning up again. Okay. And when doing line work like this, having a fine brush, I mean, obviously having a really fine brush is important, but what's I think more important is your pressure. You really want to just use the very tip of the brush and just have the lightest pressure to get the fine lines. And that can be, depending on your control of the brush, that can be achieved with any number of sizes of brushes. All right, so now I'm going through with the dotting tool and I'm just putting a dot on the top. This step I definitely could have skipped at this point because I go back and do it again later. But I just kind of wanted to put something to indicate, you know those little cups where the candles, you actually put the candles in? I just wanted to kind of indicate that at the top a little bit. Give it a little bit of detail. There's not a whole lot of room for a lot of detail on this nail because it's taking up the width of the nail, but I want to do a little bit. Did I ever make that middle one higher, or did I mess that up? I don't know what I did. Maybe I just put a longer candle in the middle. I don't know. I apologize. I didn't. I may not have done it right. Why are you messing with that? You already did that. Who knows? All right, now I'm using white, and I'm using a slightly thicker brush because I do want these to be a little bit thicker. Not thicker than the lines I've already made, but I just want them to be... And it's a little easier to do with a longer, thicker brush, the straight lines, especially if they're short ones like this. And now I'm using not just the tip of the brush, but I'm kind of almost laying it on its side. Not all the way because it's such a small line, but for straight lines, if you can lay the brush on its side like that and pull paint from not only the tip but along the bristles, it really helps get the line straight. After painting the menorah part, this part was so easy. Just a bunch of straight lines. And that is another gel paint, and I can't remember which one it is. I'll put it in the description. I think it's the same one I used before for the like glow around it. I think it's from Accents. Oh, I think, okay, so I just made the middle candle longer. I think that's right. I hope that's right. All right, so this, my hand is nicely in focus, and the nail itself is not, which is awesome. But what I'm doing is taking a dotting tool and some foil glue from McCart, I think, and I'm just putting a dot of foil glue on the top of each candle. And these are going to be our flames. And then I'm going through and I'm going through the middle. I'm just pulling up just slightly, just very, very gently pulling up a little bit. And that'll give it kind of that flame shape. And I think I didn't do the ones on either side right away. I cure that and then I go back and do the outermost ones because I didn't want the dots to all run together. And now I'm taking some foil. I think this is from Daily Charm. And I did not know. I had this idea, but I didn't know if it was going to work. Pick it up, Sarah. Jeez. So I was holding my breath this whole time. I had no idea if it was going to work. Foil is something I don't use a lot, so it can be kind of hit or miss. So I'm holding my breath and pulling it off very slowly after I've burnished it on with my finger really, really well. And this is my holy crap, it worked moment. I was so excited. So those are the flames, like the little shiny flames, which I'm so excited about. And this is where I go back with that silver glitter gel paint. And I'm going to do those dots again because some of my white lines went over the candle holder part. So I'm going to put those back. I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing while I'm in my head trying, congratulating myself that the foil flames actually worked. If you don't have foil, you could easily do those flames with white paint or some other kind of effect. So this is the index finger, I think. I'm just going to take that same fairy wings and just kind of do a little bit of a gradient. And on the thumb and pinky, I did 2 coats of white, and I put some silver stars that I got from Daily Charm in that mystery bag from the last video, which I will link at the end of this one. So I just put a little bit of the fairy wings, kind of feather it down, and then I put a little bit more at the top just to make that a little bit more dense. And I guess I didn't show, I think I was out of frame for the white ones, but that's the whole set. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching today. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. And if you'd like to subscribe, I would love that. Thanks very much and have a great one.